most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned.
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
Somewhere to be.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. I can guide you there if you wish.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we get...
Go on, take it.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Over here!
Can't you see?
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
Here at last. I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly... try. I'm only glad to have proven my worth. I hope I can count on. Follow me. The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that room go to waste.
Could you come over here? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Now there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Now that is a surprise.
But not here.
I am grateful. You can count upon me to return the favor. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's in progress. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Focus. The battle continues.
Aptly said.
Look there! A chest. Allow me to open it, Arisen.
I'd wager there's more to be found here.
Just ponder how best to proceed.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe. Must finding these be so difficult?
Our collection grows.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Think you can run? Stop!
My magics are at your disposal.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
Be ready. Our foes are armed. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
Prepare yourself! We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long. I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our practice.
Don't be such a worry, Wart. I know what I'm doing.
Seems we have enraged our
Reckless opponent's expertise is correct.
If we have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Ah, yes, now I see. This is the Oak Master. I thought it might come in useful.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Here, if you please. This way, if you please, Master.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here. That's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to...
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here.
You're gathering grimoires, eh? My lord told me. I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl and Blizzard. If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for it, that is. Oh dear. Still haven't...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
I'm in no mood for a You're never...
What brings you here?
I'm in no mood.
I'll have to remember this place.
This is the inn. Of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir. This is the inn. Of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Work done graciously.
Fancy a look at my wares? I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by you. I trust you are enjoying. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they are to begin with. Those who wander into the village are evaluated for their Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Naturally, I'm not the only one. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont. In response, she's... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of those who deal in information must... Is there aught else you'd care to... Arthur, I've lived in this village many a year. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this village many a year. Is there aught else you'd care... Take care. You, sir, are worthy of once mastered, 'twill allow...
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
This letter is as suspicious as they come. We must find someone who can explain its true meaning.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, I've lived in this village many... Is there aught else you care to ask? Take care.
Scare the life out of me, why don't you?
Well met, sir.
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world. A good merchant knows the trade.
Glad to be of service.
I'm in no mood for...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
You'd best go else. There's no business to be had here.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer.
How goes it? Have you found unfoldment? Oh dear. Still haven't...
Well met, sir. How might I be? Well met, sir. Business could be better, but I'm the safe of the roads. In my line of business, patience. Is key. Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? Ugh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about it. But I suppose I can tell you. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he were men and women of... That's why he was... That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with... Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, we only train the rare few who make it here. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not... Anyway, we send them pack... We only train the rare few... That all you wanted... For all this... But he failed. So the title... That's when he went off, saying he... And what a scheme. Still, you'd have a hard time proving... But we can't have him thinking that he... Methinks he need... Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure... That all you wanted to... I... Till...
You're the one, then.
I'll not take that from you.
Dear me. Just what I was waiting.
Thank you, sir. I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Now we must report to Captain Brant. That's the way...
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about what is here that to begin with, of course you... Which is to say... Is there aught else you'd care to... I take...
Alas, 'twould seem I've taken on too much.
Perhaps 'tis time we turned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? Is there aught else I can help you with, Sir Arthur? At least, no one by that name lives. Dara. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, as you like, sir.
This is the end, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir. Once the day's work is done,
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Come over here.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? The private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Words worth hearing.
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We need only hone our skills, and in time, we shall be indomitable.
Right you are. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
Why don't we go take a look?
This brute has quite the temper!
Might we not become a rage guard, perhaps?
This foe was marked to be felled by my master from beyond the rift. Now I can report a successful hunt.
I concur.
My magics are at your disposal.
thinks there is still a way forward here. Battle is best avoided here.
Here, if you please.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Come on then. Let's dance. Stop! You'll not get past me. How long is it,
Feast your eyes on this!
I'm sure you seem to have the radar.
Reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
Understood. With the simplest strategies that our foes support. Knock its feet up, from strike edge.
No, got together. I think we can manage it. You pulled that off very unfortunate. It will be a rude shock for our foe to find you instead.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Right, just follow me. Sorry!
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
It's hard as stone. It's tossing at our other foes.
Enough. What?
was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case. A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Is there no getting through this door?
A profitable endeavor. This is the last straw. A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
As I understand it, the pay of a jailer is miserable for all their toil.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
We've arrived, I see. That's...
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you will, of course, require raiment befitting...
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost... hospitality in all ver...
Much obliged.
Look as long as you please.
Huzzah! We must inform. Captain Brant at once. Our road was a long one.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man... But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance... I see. Ah, but of course. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be for... Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, and all the while, the doubts lurk. A clever ploy. I've no doubt that this bill would prove...
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will... make life rather difficult. The Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances as such. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Mayhap you'll learn all...
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Quite the predicament.
So, we finally arrived.
We shall await you here, Master.
What am I to do?
Mayhap you've been misinformed.
Perchance you've heard. The Sovereign, wounded in glory indeed. 'Tis a weight off my heart to think...
Dare I presume I...
Smiles are the...
I'm a tad preoccupied.
I regret to inform...
What have I ever done to deserve this?
I'm in fine. Got to keep moving.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Is there aught you...
I must try to effect a change.
How are we to fight with such worn out gear? I'm frightfully busy. No time.
Let us...
Such quietude.
Would seem our sovereign...
All this merrymaking.
Once the day's work is done...
Now, we who are gathered here are...
Another fancy party hosted by...
Everyone who dances...
We shed our face. All this revelry in war's wake. It isn't right. I've no time for...
Everyone who dances with me.
Might as well make merry while the wine flows.
Such cheap drink. Sovereign is not... Methinks I'll have a rest.
Always the same dismal affair.
Such quietude.
Beg pardon, sir.
What must needs be done?
Too many under I hear the coronation. Of course, the matter of attendance. You see, commoners, it beggars belief. For instance, if you...
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
There's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
I'm not sure what's best.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area.
Well, scour what you like.
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups?
I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
It is quiet about.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
Let me think on this a moment.
Oh, Master, I thought I might never see you again.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Always another errand to see to.
Nothing wrong with fellowship for survival.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's... Well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasers fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
That's odd.
Here at last.